Hi, my name is Bridget Murphy, and I'm going to be sharing my capstone research on bridging NOAA and communities, the role of educational displays in conservation communication. This work was conducted during my internship at NOAA, or the National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration, at the Alaska Fisheries Science Center, primarily in their marine mammal laboratory, where I work to enhance public understanding of marine mammal research through redesigning educational displays. Let's start with the challenges I am addressing. Marine environments face unique conservation challenges because they're literally out of sight to most of the public, unlike terrestrial conservation, where people can easily see deforestation or loss of wildlife. Marine conservation issues often seem distant and abstract, and this creates what I call an out of sight, out of mind problem that significantly hinders public support for marine conservation programs. The issues are compounded by several barriers. Scientific language creates a wedge between researchers and the public. Also, conservation organizations often lack dedicated resources for community engagement, and traditional educational approaches frequently fail to create the transformative impact we need for meaningful conservation action. So this led me to investigate what do NOAA practitioners see as the benefits and barriers of using educational displays for community outreach. During my internship at NOAA's Marine Mammal Laboratory, I took on several key responsibilities. I redesigned existing tabletop displays by creating new pull-up banners, including What is a Marine Mammal and Marine Mammal Laboratory, which broke down the four programs within the lab. I also developed three comprehensive marine mammal skull displays featuring cetaceans, pinnipeds, and northern fur seals, as you can see in Figure 1 here. My research approach combined interviews with 10 NOAA scientists, displaying my draft banners in the NOAA office to get constructive feedback from scientists and biologists, and a thematic analysis to identify patterns in both the benefits and challenges of educational displays. Now let's dive into what I discovered. My analysis revealed four key benefits and three major barriers. Starting with the benefits, I first found significant cognitive and affective outcomes. The educational displays improved public knowledge for marine ecosystems and created emotional connections. One particular effective example was a thermal camera activity where students used thermal imaging to identify live seals and ice patterns. This transformed abstract science into something tangible and relatable for the students. As you can see in Figure 3, pictures emerged as the most engaging outreach material. It was mentioned 6 times in my interviews. Interactive elements like acoustic tools, posters, and hands-on materials also ranked highly. One scientist told me that pictures are the most engaging and tangible elements for younger kids, creating a personal connection with the seals. The second major benefit was enhanced community engagement. Displays featuring local research helped address community concerns while increasing community buy-in. Also, incorporating tribal conservation perspectives in redesign proposals and recognizing the importance of Indigenous knowledge. Additionally, having added QR codes to displays that could connect visitors to programs like NOAA Spot a Whale Initiative can create pathways for ongoing engagement. However, I also identified three significant barriers. First, design limitations can be problematic in creating engaging content. In Figure 4, you can see that 40% of the interviewees cited outdated content as the biggest challenge. One participant noted that information and photos on NOAA's boards are outdated and species need to be updated to showcase current research. The displays were often seen as less engaging and either too technical or not detailed enough. Second, logistical barriers created practical challenges. Field biologist Jessica Krantz highlighted that transporting quadfold boards was particularly difficult compared to pull-up banners, which are easy to transport and more visible from a distance. This directly influenced my decision to create more pull-up banner formats rather than updating the quadfold boards. Third, I identified significant resource constraints. Time emerged as a major barrier, with many scientists viewing outreach as secondary to their primary research deliverables. Additionally, funding gaps limited the organization's ability to maintain current displays and implement systematic evaluations for outreach effectiveness. These findings have important implications for both public engagement and conservation education. For public engagement, we need to prioritize photography of marine mammals and current research, invest in portable pull-up banners over traditional quad-fold displays, and keep content updated to reflect ongoing research and projects. For NOAA and their Alaska Fisheries Science Center, specifically, the research suggests allocating dedicated staff time for outreach rather than treating it as secondary. Also, developing hybrid approaches that combine physical displays with QR codes linking to online content, and considering tablet-based displays or augmented or VR reality to improve accessibility overall. More broadly, for conservation education, we should focus on visual storytelling to make complex research accessible, establish regular content review cycles to maintain current materials, and partner with museums and aquariums to expand reach and share the costs. In conclusion, well-designed educational displays can effectively translate complex marine conservation research into accessible public knowledge, but only when we address the systematic barriers of outdated content, logistical challenges, and resource constraints. This research provides a model for other agencies facing similar outreach challenges and contributes to the growing call for increased public engagement with conservation science. Thank you so much for your time, and I just want to acknowledge my supervisor, Lisa, and my faculty advisor, Sarah, for all their help, and my Capstone cohort for always being there and all the hard work that they have done. Thank you so much.